All right, in this section, I'd like to go over how the user can input information into a program, and specifically how users can input information into data types, which is super exciting. So let's go back to the example we had in the list, dictionary, and tuple section, and say we wanted the user to input a month, right? So how would you do that? And some of you might have already figured this out by now if you did a little bit of research online or read ahead in your book. Um, let's go ahead and type in month. And then to get the input from the user, you just put input. It's very intuitive as Python is wont to be, and put down enter month. Let's put enter a month, right? And put a space there to give a gap for the user. And just as a note, spaces or gaps are also a character as well, and we could go over that a little bit as well. So, for instance, say you wanted to put uh, a oh, not just a space, but a whole another line for a user. You just put /n. That is a actually has to be in a string, so we put in /n as a whole space, right? And then say we want to we want the the uh, computer to print out what month is at the end of it, right? So then we just simply put print month just to check our work, right? And so we'll run the program, and down here in the console we can put down that, right? And notice that it automatically puts you in a space, and then it'll reprint out February or Feb. Now, if you didn't have the whole, next line, you say you erase that, the console would still just put it right here. And it'll still print out the same thing. So it's just all a matter of style and whatever you want to do with the code. So let's take this to another level and actually interact with the same dictionary that we had in in a couple of sections ago, and see what that might look like. Okay, so now we have the dictionary from last section of months pulled up here, and now we want the user to interact with that dictionary. So all we have to do here is put down month is equal to, or we're going to say input enter a month. All right, so now we're setting a new variable. New variable is month. We're dumping whatever the user says or inputs into the variable month, right? And now that we have that, we can use the dictionary to translate the shorthand uh, of whatever the user inputs to convert it into a full month full month string. So what we do to do that is type print months conversions, and then use the dot notation .get, and then month, and then that will call up the whatever month would be. Say the user inputs JUN for the month, it will call up June. But then we put a comma here as a default string, is that if month turns out to be something else besides one of the 12 keys then it will send back a message, and then we'll put down not found, right? Just like we did in the last section. So let's go ahead and run this program. All right. So it's asking me the month. I'm going to put down Joel. It will be July. And say I put, let's rerun the program, put down no shave November. It's going to return not found because this string that I inputted is not one of the 12 keys. Funny that. And then also something to play around with is see if I put down NOV, all caps, it returns not found because the string is this string is different than the string N, capital N, lowercase o, and v because they're different ASCII types. So something to keep in mind when you're programming, little things like that will pop up. As some of the more experienced programmers or people have taken Java, C++ before and other courses or taught themselves know that those little details matter. But for the beginners, it's something that you have to be very detailed about and not get frustrated over. All right, so that's all for now about inputs, but we're going to use the input function a lot. And especially you're going to use it a lot when we start building calculators. However, there are many different ways to do calculators. It's the next section that we'll do. To make a truly functional calculator, you'll have to wait until module 3 where we learn about conditional statements. And that will be all types of fun. And that's it for this section. I hope you enjoyed it.